Why are 5% of people over 70 still healthy, sharp, and living independently? Do you think turning 70 is the end? The time to let go of what you used to do, what you loved, what you once had control over? No. The truth is, with just a few small actions each day, you can maintain your vitality and reclaim your sense of control, freedom, and renewed hope. In this video, we'll explore 5 simple yet powerful things that only 5% of people over 70 still do. The keys to living long, living well, and living fully. If you stay with us until the end, you won't just feel inspired. You'll walk away with clear, actionable steps. Before we begin, please like this video, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more life-changing content every week. Now, let's dive in. Point 1. The ability to sit down and stand up from the floor. A small act that reflects your whole body. Imagine this. You're standing in your living room, wanting to sit down on the floor to grab a book or play with your grandchild. You sit down, no problem. But then you want to get up. And you can't. You need to push off with your hands, grab a chair, or ask someone to pull you up. This small situation happens to millions of older adults. And it's one of the first signs of losing mobility, independence, and confidence in your own body. The ability to sit and stand from the floor isn't just about your legs. It's a coordinated effort between thigh and leg muscle strength, flexibility in the knees and hips, core stability in the abs and lower back, and most importantly, your sense of balance. A major study from Brazil, published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology, found that the study, which involved a large sample of adults over 50, concluded that those who could sit down and stand up from the floor without using their hands or knees were 5 times more likely to survive longer than those who needed support. It's not a pass or fail test. It's a signal of your body's overall condition. The good news? It's entirely possible to improve, no matter where you're starting from. This potential for growth and progress should give you hope and motivate you to take action. Begin simply. Lay a soft mat on the floor. Gently lower yourself down, and try standing up with as little assistance as possible. Struggling with it? That's great, because that's the moment you realize it's time to take action. Because the moment we stop getting up is the moment we start going down. You're not here to accept decline. You're here to rise, little by little, with strength, control, and determination. Remember, it's never too late to start improving your mobility. With the right mindset and a commitment to regular exercise, you can regain your independence and confidence in your body. Point 2. The ability to carry a bag, and why it matters more than you think. Most of us used to be familiar with carrying grocery bags, lifting a suitcase, or picking up a box of water bottles. But over time, you may find it becoming heavier, more complex, or even anxiety-inducing. You might think it's just weaker arms with age. But in reality, carrying something involves much more than that. Grip strength, shoulder and arm muscles, core muscles for balance, and your legs for lifting and moving. What's even more important is this. Grip strength is one of the strongest predictors of overall health, even more accurate than blood pressure. A 2015 study published in The Lancet, analyzing data from over 140,000 adults across 17 countries, found that weaker grip strength was linked to a higher risk of early death, along with increased rates of heart disease, stroke, and loss of independent living ability. This isn't meant to scare you, but to help you understand. A small action like carrying a bag is a way to measure whether you're still carrying the weight of your own life. Start with these simple steps. Squeeze a softball 10 times a day. Use light resistance bands for pulling. Or practice carrying a small bag when you go shopping. You don't need to lift heavy. You must hold yourself steady. Whenever you carry something independently, you also have the freedom, dignity, and power to live independently. Point 3. The ability to climb stairs. The key to keeping your heart and your life moving upward. Have you ever started thinking, well, I'm old now, I'll just take the elevator, it's easier? You're not wrong for choosing convenience. But every time you avoid the stairs, you might also be avoiding a chance to keep your body and heart functioning properly. Stairs may look small, just a few steps, but they're like a compact, highly effective mini gym. To climb stairs, your body needs a steady, strong heartbeat to pump blood, lungs that can supply enough oxygen, leg muscles strong enough to lift your body, and a well-coordinated musculoskeletal system. A study from Harvard University showed people who regularly climb at least 10 steps of stairs each day have a 20% lower risk of dying from heart disease compared to those who don't. Climbing stairs isn't just exercise. It's a silent, daily test of your overall health. But more importantly, when we start avoiding stairs out of fear of pain, discomfort, or simply laziness, we begin avoiding movement, avoiding challenges, and even avoiding ourselves. One floor becomes a limit. The elevator replaces effort. Physical activity shrinks, and so does life. But that can be reversed. Start with 5 steps, then work up to 10 steps a day. Practice simple movements. Sit down and stand up without using your hands. Step onto a low platform at home. Combine this with 10 minutes of slow walking each morning. You don't need to climb a mountain. You just need the strength to take one step up and keep living an upward life. Point 4. Maintaining memory. Because a sharp mind is the light that guides you through old age. Maybe you've forgotten where you put your glasses, someone's name, or an old story. You tell yourself, it's probably just old age. But memory doesn't fade because of age. It fades because it's not exercised. The brain is like a muscle. If you don't use it, it deteriorates. A good memory doesn't just help you remember things. It also maintains your confidence, keeps relationships from fading due to forgetfulness. And most importantly, it preserves your sense of truly being alive. A study from Harvard Health showed that engaging in learning, such as reading, learning a language, or playing brain games, can reduce the risk of cognitive decline by up to 33%. Here's a simple test. Remember 5 unrelated words like bicycle, clock, banana, mountain, and toothbrush. After a few minutes, try recalling them. If it's difficult, don't worry. That's a sign that your brain is waiting to be worked out again. Train your brain with simple habits. Learn 1 new word a day. Solve a Sudoku puzzle. Read 5 pages of a book. Or have a meaningful conversation with someone you've never met. And don't forget, physical movement nourishes the brain. A walk in the park can brighten your mind more than a cup of coffee. A good memory isn't luck. It's the reward for those who never stop learning and live a life of curiosity and connection. Point 5. A sense of purpose. The invisible fuel that helps you live longer, live happier, and stay true to your values. There's one question no one can avoid as they grow older. What am I living for now? When your children are grown, your job is gone, and the daily rhythm you once had has stopped. Many people feel empty. The days blur together, and joy, or even a reason to get out of bed, seems to fade. But here's the truth. A sense of purpose isn't something you have and lose. It's something you can recreate at any age. A long-term study from the University of Michigan found that older adults over 65 who had a clear sense of purpose lived an average of 7 years longer, were less likely to be depressed, and had stronger immune systems. And purpose doesn't have to be something grand. It can be as simple as teaching your grandchild how to arrange flowers, writing down the stories of your youth, baking something to give to neighbors every weekend, calling an old friend just to check in. You can still be the one who inspires, be the emotional anchor, be the connector who brings value through small acts every day. When you have something to live for, your body finds a reason to stay strong, to keep fighting, to keep your heart beating and your mind shining. This isn't the end. It could be the most radiant chapter of your life. Take a moment and reflect. Where do you stand with these 5 things? How many can you do? 1, 2, or none yet? That's okay. What matters isn't where you are, whether you're willing to take the next step. Make it your mission to become part of the 5% who still do these things. Age doesn't define your ability. Your mindset, your choices, and your actions. They determine how you live. You're not here to fade away. You're here to live boldly, clearly, and with purpose, no matter your age. If this message speaks to you, like this video to help it reach more people. Comment with your purpose in life or something you'll start doing today. Share this with a loved one, a friend, or someone who needs to be reminded that they still have time, hope, and strength. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more weekly messages that inspire and uplift.